The Emperor, Sheev Palpatine. George Lucas has said that the Emperor is the most powerful Sith Lord to have ever existed in Star Wars canon. He was the big bad of the original trilogy, easily overpowering Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. However, the films only touched upon how powerful Palpatine truly was. In the expanded universe, we saw Palpatine do all kinds of crazy things with the Force, and today we're going to explore new revelation of how Palpatine was able to cut Jedi off from the living Force. Through the prequel trilogy, we saw Palpatine scheming, skiving and politicking his way to becoming the most powerful man in the galaxy. Palpatine was able to manipulate not only politicians, but also the living Force and the Jedi's ability to draw upon it. A new Star Wars comic has revealed exactly how the Emperor was able to do this and use the Shroud of Darkness to overthrow the Jedi, carry out Order 66, and ensure that the Sith became the ultimate power in the galaxy. But first, welcome to Star Wars Shreddy, the jacked, stacked Star Wars pack channel for fanboys and fangirls wherever you may be in a galaxy far, far away. I'm bringing you daily Star Wars updates, including lore videos and the latest Star Wars TV show and Mandalorian updates, so hit subscribe to never miss one of those videos. If you're new here, then in the words of Obi-Wan, hello there. Let me know down in the comments below what your favourite Palpatine moment is from the Star Wars films. I look forward to hearing what yours are down in the comments below. First novel in the Star Wars The High Republic narrative, titled Light of the Jedi, has a key scene in it that explains exactly how Palpatine was able to cut the Jedi off from the living Force during the events of the prequel. The downfall of the Jedi and their slaughter at the hands of the Emperor was one of the most pivotal moments in the history of the entire Star Wars franchise. For years, fans were left wondering exactly what had gone on before the original trilogy to wipe the Jedi out. When Phantom Menace hit, we still had to wait years to see how things would unravel. After all, the Sith had planned this return for a millennium, working in the shadows to exact their revenge on the Galactic Republic and these warriors of the light side. The struggle eventually came to fruition through Palpatine, who purposefully used the dark side of the Force to blind the Jedi and block their Force powers. Dave Filoni was always referencing this in his hit animated series The Clone Wars, which explained exactly what was going on during Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and the later episode went even further than that. So The High Republic, the new publishing initiative by Star Wars, which is set hundreds of years before the Skywalker saga, I've recently made a video on this, be sure to go and check that out, finally explains how Palpatine might have been able to manage this feat. In the Light of the Jedi novel, a fearsome foe named Marchion Ro, and I may have got that pronunciation wrong, imprisons a Jedi Master and taunts his diminished abilities. "My family knew all about people like you," he said. "They told me what you could do and how to resist it." The antagonist then points out their surroundings, a dungeon where many individuals are being tortured. They're not getting out either. If they die, I'll just bring in more. Their job is to fill this deck with pain and anger and fear, Ro continues. Makes it hard for you to think, doesn't it? Hard for you to call on the Force. You don't imprison Jedi behind bars, you do it with pain. Screen Rant has analysed this part of the novel and gone on to say, this then is how Palpatine weakened the Jedi. It was not another Force power at all, rather it was another aspect of the Jedi trap he created during the Clone Wars. Darth Sidious's knowledge of the dark side essentially allowed him to outmaneuver the Jedi, and with this darkness ascendant, they found themselves becoming weaker by the day, less able to call upon the Force for wisdom, and more likely to make mistakes. Little wonder Palpatine encouraged an attack upon Coruscant shortly before initiating Order 66, aware that the catastrophic loss of confidence triggered by this would have a further debilitating effect upon his enemies. Palpatine is really the most dangerous, cunning villain in all of Star Wars. Luke Skywalker strongly disagrees with many of the Jedi teachings and philosophies that the prequel era Jedi had. He believed that they were arrogant in the ways and set in the ways. Perhaps Palpatine was able to exploit this even further. Or perhaps their attitude was because of the cunning that Palpatine had been carrying out. Canonically speaking, this revelation from Star Wars The High Republic makes sense within the Skywalker timeline. As Yoda said when he explained the pathway to the dark side in Revenge of the Sith, "Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Maybe that's what Palpatine used to weaken the Jedi and corrupt the living force as well. What do you guys think? It looks like this novel, if you read between the lines, has just explained exactly how Palpatine was able to cut many of the Jedi off from the living force, shroud them in darkness and confusion, allowing him to carry out many of the acts that he did. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I look forward to chatting to you about it in more detail. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to go and check out the video on screen now, explaining exactly what power Luke Skywalker used in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale that was forbidden by the Jedi. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It literally takes 2 seconds and helps the channel out massively. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to never miss out on a Star Wars update and more Star Wars lore videos. Until next time, remember that Star Wars ain't no gimmick, it's a lifestyle.